Danganronpa.
Hey guys, let's turn down the volume a little bit before we start. Hey Procky friends, Kirostyle here. Welcome to Danganronpa. Thank you so much for dropping by the stream. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Welcome in, Sai, congratulations on being first. Sky, hello, hello. Alan, thanks for dropping by. Lork, it's good to see you. Daximus, hello, hello. Girl07, welcome in. And Danger, welcome, welcome. Luck, it's good to see you. Alice, hello, hello. And Shu, welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing well today. We are starting this long-awaited playthrough. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. Danganronpa. Candle, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. And Ash, hello, hello. So before we start, let me talk a little bit about what this game is, if you're not familiar, and a little bit of history of my experience with this game and just some general history about this game, just to put it into some context. So you might be asking yourself, what is Danganronpa? So here, I have some notes here so I don't miss anything. So the word Danganronpa, you're like, what does that mean? So it's like a Japanese word, and basically it means bullet rebuttal. And you might be asking, what does that mean? What is bullet rebuttal? So the gameplay of this game is, it's kind of like Zero Escape, right? We played 999 on stream, so it's got some like drama and some, you know, twists and turns and interesting plot developments. But there's also like Ace Attorney-like segments where you have to present evidence and basically counteract other people's arguments. And so when their arguments appear on screen in the game, your evidence gets loaded into like a bullet that you shoot at the statements. So that's why it's called Danganronpa, or bullet rebuttal. Now, the full Japanese name of this game, if you translated it, is Danganronpa Academy of Hope and High School Students of Despair, which is a very long title, not very marketable. And so when they localized it, I'm sure they're like, okay, let's give it a fun name, but we want to keep the name Danganronpa, right? Let's call it Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So we have the trigger happy, so we still have like the bullet and the gun part, but it's like Havoc because it's like chaotic, and so they called it Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and that's why we have it here today. And Gora, welcome to the stream, thanks for stopping by. Now this game has an interesting history among the English audience. Now, this game came out in 2010 on the PSP in Japanese. It was only in Japanese, and it was kind of a niche series, right? And you might be asking, well, how did the English audience get a hold of this game? Because it's a largely visual novel, and it's all about talking and reading. How did an English audience get hold of this game? So, we didn't actually get an official English translation until 2014. In the intermittent years, a lot of stuff happened. This game became really big on Twitter and Tumblr back in the day. A lot of people were talking about it, a lot of people were drawing fan art of it, a lot of people were celebrating it. And of course, when you see that, a lot of people would get interested and be like, well, what's this, right? And they want to find out more as well. So, what happened was, back in the day, this game was translated on a forum, and the forum was basically posted on, the forum was called Something Awful, and on that forum, this user named Orenren was playing through this game in Japanese, and as he did so, he would translate it. And it wasn't a video, it was like translated text with intermittent screenshots. So he would post screenshots here and there of important scenes and then just have translations underneath. And somehow it caught on, and a lot of people were really interested. And he would post it chapter by chapter. So he would post it in installments. So some people got a hold of it, and then that attracted more people to come from Tumblr. And the next thing you know, all these people were following along with the series. Hey Yol, hey Rainbelt, welcome in. A lot of people were following along with the series, and so people would like react to the forum posts, they would post theories, they would talk about what was going on, because the game was fresh and new and also largely unknown to English audiences, right? And then, of course, that would attract more people from Tumblr, and the people would draw fan art, and people would talk about it, and people would react to it, you know, just like how fandom grows. So that was kind of like the place for this playthrough at the time. And so, you know, most of it was healthy discussion, people making predictions and stuff. There were some people that would come in and make spoilers who knew Japanese, or would just like Google stuff in Japanese and then post spoilers, and that was a bit of a problem for a while, but overall wasn't awful. Now, this translation was ongoing, right? And the translation for the first game had finished, and then the second game came out, so he started translating the second game as well. Partway through the translation of the second game on this forum, people would go to the forum, and then suddenly one day they realized, wait, this forum is blocked. Wait, this forum is paywalled. Suddenly, you had to make an account to view the forum, and it was a paid account. And there's a few theories as to why this happened. Some people think that the website owners did this to spite Tumblr users. And again, I say website users, not the guy doing the translation. They thought they was doing it to spite Tumblr users because they were getting kind of annoying. Others thought that, well, you know, they realized a lot of people were coming to this forum just to read this one Let's Play. I bet we can make a quick buck off of it. So suddenly there was a paywall and you had to pay, and this was like in the middle of the second game's translation by this guy. So a lot of people were left on a cliffhanger, and they were like, uh-oh, I want to find out more about this, right? So then some people would bite the bullet and make accounts and pay for it. Some people would share accounts, so they would buy one account and then share the password among all their friends so they could all do it. Some people were mirroring the playthrough on other websites, copying and pasting it, or taking videos of it and putting on other websites, basically pirating the fan translation, cross-posting it, whatever, right? It was a mess. That was a whole deal of drama, I'm sure you can imagine. Now, the thing about Orenren's original translation of this game is that he popularized a lot of terms in this game. Like, for example, when you hear super high school level, that originated from his playthrough, which I'll talk about that later because that'll make more sense in the context. And later on, there was a Danganronpa fan translation that you could patch directly onto your PSP that came out later by a different group. And so they translated some other terms differently, and at the time, Orenren was also very defensive about the way that he translated certain terms. So there was a little bit of drama there. It was like, well, I translated this to be like this, and you're translating this to be like this, and that doesn't work, and like mine's better. It was kind of like a whole thing, and that was also a source of drama. But then the game eventually got released officially in English in 2014, and then the Something Awful Forums translation was taken down because now there's an official translation and they had to cease and desist, so you can no longer access it except for through like internet archives or something like that. So that's how Danganronpa kind of exploded on the internet even before we got an English translation, right? So it was largely like fan run and fan driven. So like I said, this game originally came out in 2010 in Japan on the PSP. It then came out in 2013 in Japan on the PS Vita. It wasn't until 2014 it came out in English on the PS Vita. It has had a few re-releases since then. So in 2017 in English it was released Danganronpa 1-2 Reload for the PS4. That's the version I'm playing right now. It's a bundle that includes both of the first two games together on the same disc. And now it was ported from PS Vita to PS4, so the graphics look better. In 2019, there was also Danganronpa Trilogy for the PS4, which had all three games bundled together with a limited run. Then in 2021, on the Nintendo Switch, we had Danganronpa Decadence, which includes all three games, plus a bonus beach episode as a separate installment on one cartridge. So there's a few different ways you can go around playing this game. So this game is written by Kazutaka Kodaka, and you might recognize him from this channel because he's also done Rain Code and The 100 Line, and also Tribe 9 and Shoot in Order. Art is done by Rui Komatsuzaki. You might recognize their art as well. They have a very distinct style. And so, yeah, this series is very well beloved. I was a big Danganronpa fan back in the day. I was following along with the playthrough on the forum. I was involved in the fandom. I had like a Tumblr fan blog. I've cosplayed Danganronpa. I like RP Danganronpa. Like I have a signed copy of the art book from the first 2 games that I actually met Kodaka in person at an anime con and had him sign it. So I was like really big into Danganronpa back in the day, and I really enjoyed it. I think this game still has a lot of really cool stuff in it. But, you know, I'm a little nervous playing this now because more recently on the channel, we played Rain Code and the 100 line, which, you know, also written by Kodaka, very stylistically the same. It has the same art, or the same artist and the same composer behind it, and those games severely let me down. It's no secret that we did not really enjoy our playthroughs of those games on this channel, and I was like, wow, this is not very good to my, or suited to my tastes. And I was worried, does that mean that maybe if I go back to Danganronpa, maybe I won't enjoy it as much, or maybe it's not as good as I remember? But I still very clearly remember the story of these games, and I still think they're good. So I'm like, what happened between this and like Rain Code and 100 Line? Maybe I'll never know. But I still think these games are good, or at least I'm hoping that I still think they're good going back through them again. So Danganronpa has announced that they're actually going to make a new game this year, Danganronpa 2x2, and it is basically going to be a remaster of the second game, but it's going to include an entirely new separate storyline. So when they announced that, I was like, oh dang it, now I need to stream Danganronpa 1 before that comes out, because I want to get you guys caught up on it instead of just jumping to the second one when we start streaming it. So they haven't given us a release date for 2x2, and I've kind of been like dragging my feet about this. I've been like, oh, I should stream it, but I've been kind of holding back and delaying it. Like, I thought about doing it back in January, I thought about doing it back in April, February, March, we had a lot of new releases, so I didn't have time. So now we finally have like time to do it now. And like I said, I'm a little nervous, mostly just because like when I played Rain Code and the 100 line on stream, I had a lot of very disrespectful people in the chat and disrespectful people in the YouTube comments. Whenever I said in the game that there was something I didn't like if I didn't like a certain character, or if I didn't like a certain plot point, or if I pointed out a plot hole, people would get really defensive about it. Kodaka fans are, I can say this because I used to be a big Danganronpa fan, crazy. They are very defensive, and so they would very combative, very rude, and I was afraid that, oh, if I'm gonna go stream Danganronpa, I'm gonna get these people again. And that's one of the reasons why I've been a little bit hesitant to stream it. But I think now's a good time to do it, and so just a forewarning, that also means I'm going to be stricter about the rules in chat, which, you know, I've played this game before, but we're going to treat this as a blind playthrough for you guys who have not played it before. No spoilers in the chat, no anticipatory remarks, no trivia or fun facts, no backseating. We're going to enjoy this together, right? So I'm going to be more strict about those rules because of past experience, okay? Does that make sense? And welcome in, Brett, it's good to see you, and Ditsanel, hello, hello. There are a couple other things I want to say about this game as well, but that's like the general gist of it and what I wanted to get across with this playthrough. That being said, even though I played through this game multiple times in the previous versions of the game, like the Vita version, and of course reading the Let's Plays, this particular copy of my game, the PS4 version of Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, I've actually not finished a playthrough on this specific disc. I think I've only gone up to chapter 1, because I was just like, I played this game enough times. I bought it more to support the company. The reason why I'm mentioning that now is because as we play through this game, you'll probably notice I'm not going to get any PS trophies during the prologue in chapter 1, and then once we start chapter 2, I'm going to start getting trophies. So you're going to be like, why is he suddenly starting getting trophies? It's because I've gone through chapter 1 here, but not past that on this specific copy of the game. But Danganronpa has a very extensive universe too. Besides the 3 main games, there's a spin-off game, there's like novels, there's manga, there's anime, there's like stage productions, and they all explore like different parts of the universe. It's quite expansive. We're gonna stick to the main games and maybe the spin-off games if I feel like I want to give it a chance. Yeah, that's mostly it. Also, shout out, I want to highlight that there's an amazing artist named N. Greentail, and they do commissions on VGen, and they not only have their own art style, but they can also imitate other art styles. Their most popular ones being Danganronpa style and Death Note style. So I saw them open, and I couldn't resist. You guys have already seen this on Twitter, but I got this awesome art of Kiro in the Danganronpa style by N Greentail. Go check him out. So I'll be using that for the thumbnails. And I don't usually get thumbnails of my character in specific art styles for specific playthroughs, but it just turned, the timing was too perfect. So shout out to N Greentail. Go check him out. I think that's really all I want to say about the game. Everything else will kind of commentate as we go along. So thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for adhering to the rules. Let's enjoy the game. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume back up because I think it's just this screen that is really loud. If it gets too loud later, we will adjust.
Danganronpa.
Oh, this is the title screen for the original version of the game. Do I need to turn on subtitles or anything like that? No. Again, remember this was originally a PSP game, so... What a spooky, scary skeleton! The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. Let me know if the volume level's good too. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. The music's good in the game, so I don't want you to miss out on it, but also we want to make sure that we can hear all the reading. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1. You have to already be attending high school. 2. You have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto Naegi.
As you can see, I'm nothing but a hopelessly average high school student. Average on the outside, average on the inside. I really don't have much going for me when it comes to grades, special abilities, even personality. I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm a psychic or a mutant or whatever. Like, if you asked me what my favorite song was, or my favorite movie or TV show, they'd all just be whatever's most popular at that particular moment. Even among the average, I'm completely average, so I can't even say I'm your everyday hero type. That's just who I am. Anyway, I figured it's always good to introduce yourself right off the bat. You know, if I have any kind of strong point, so to speak, I'd say I'm a little more gung-ho than other people. I mean, look at me. I'm completely ordinary, but still. I also want to highlight, he's got a really cool design on the back of his hood, because originally in this game, they meant for it to be a third-person camera, where you'd see the back of the character, so they wanted a cool design on his hood. It's actually really cool. It's like a graffiti picture of a gas mask, but the game ended up going into first person, so you don't actually ever see it in the game. Here I am, standing in front of the anything but ordinary Hope's Peak Academy. I still can't believe I'm standing here. I wonder if someone like me can survive in a place like this. I've got this overwhelming presence, like it's trying to swallow me whole. It's no wonder I would feel that way. What you have to understand is... well, let me just tell you about the preparation I did last night to get ready for today. Hope's Peak only invites those students who are the truly elite in their field. It's such a popular topic, there are threads online dedicated to talking about the school's attendees. So to prepare, I looked up some of those threads. And all I saw was talk about ultimate students, who are way beyond your average high schooler. For example, one incoming student is the ultimate pop sensation. I guess she's a high school student who's also the lead singer for a pop group famous all over the country. There's also the ultimate baseball star. He was the cleanup hitter for the national high school champs. Pro teams already have their eyes on him. Then there's the ultimate fashionista. She's been on the cover of tons of fashion magazines. She's what every high school girl wants to be. Oh, and they mentioned the ultimate biker gang leader too? The scary thing is, he's the de facto leader of every biker gang in Japan. Gangs everywhere love the guy. On top of that, there's the ultimate martial artist, the ultimate fanfic creator, the ultimate gambler, the ultimate frog-themed martial artist. So, in the original Japanese version of this, when they say ultimate, it directly translates to, like, great high school student type. It's supposed to be like a long-winded, ridiculous-sounding title. So when Ren did his translation, he called it super high school level. So we have super high school level fashionista, super high school level baseball star. But then when they did the English localization officially, they changed it to just ultimate. But the point was, it was supposed to sound long-winded and a little silly. Hey Hunter, welcome in. The ultimate swimming pro, the ultimate programmer, the ultimate clairvoyant, and then some. Reading that made me realize how totally powerless I was. It was the country's finest, top to bottom. I felt like a tame little house cat who'd wandered into a pride of lions. But still, there was something I couldn't stop thinking about. You see, there were a few students who I couldn't find any info on no matter how much I looked. With all those ultimate students, I'm the only one without any kind of worthwhile talent. But then, what about those other new students who didn't seem to pop up anywhere? Could they just be average students like me, without any talent or anything? That thought was kind of encouraging. I mean, I know I don't have much in the way of personality. But beyond that, there's an even bigger issue. How does such an unbelievably average student like me get picked to come to this ultimate high school? I mean, I guess there is a reason. You just have to take one glance at the acceptance letter they sent me to see why. We recently held a lottery to select one ordinary student to attend our school. As a result, you have been selected, and we invite you to join us as the ultimate lucky student. They spelled it out plain as day. I got invited by pure luck. Honestly, I probably would have been better off just declining their offer. But after hearing how graduating was a guarantee for success later in life, I just couldn't say no. But then, actually standing there in front of the school, I start to feel lost, like I didn't belong there. I could feel myself losing my nerve. But still, I can't just stand here in front of the gate forever. Frozen in place, murmuring to myself, I looked down at the acceptance letter clutched in my hand. It said there'd be a meeting for all incoming students in the main hall at 8 a.m. The meeting still isn't for a little while, but I should probably just head in. Yeah, let's do this. I gathered up all my determination and tried to act like I've done this a million times before. And I took my first step toward the main hall. This is where we're supposed to meet, right? I guess I'm the first one here. There's a really elegant clock over in the corner. It says it's 7:10 a.m. The meeting doesn't start until 8 o'clock, so there's still a full 50 minutes left. It makes sense nobody else would be here yet. I was so wound up I got here way too early. I had plenty of time before the meeting. Just standing around waiting isn't exactly... I should take a look around the school. Maybe that'll help me calm down a little. I am a student here now, so there shouldn't be any problem with me having a look around, right? It'll help me kill some time if nothing else. Trying to play it cool, I took my first step into Hope's Peak Academy. It was also my first step towards starting a new life at a new school. At least that's what I was hoping for. What the? But the instant I took that first step forward, my view became warped, twisted. It was like some kind of delusion, melting away and mixing together into something else. Spinning, mixing, melting away, then spinning again. In the next moment, everything went black. That was how it all began. And how life as I knew it came to an end. At that point, I should have realized. The reason I was brought to Hope's Peak Academy wasn't because I had ultimate good luck. It was so I could experience ultimate despair. Prologue, welcome to despair. Do you want to save the data? Sure. Look how crunchy that background was. Like it had been sized up, it was so blurry. I was trying to find a large version of that artwork for thumbnail purposes, and I could not find anything bigger than that. Huh? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body feels heavy. It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but... what was I doing asleep here just now? This isn't a classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. Firstly, we'd like to explain the basic controls. You can use the left stick to adjust your aim. If you aim at an object you can interact with, you can press the X button. And presto, you'll investigate that object. Use the directional buttons or the L1 and R1 buttons to adjust your viewpoint. Why don't you try looking around the classroom? So, this game has quite the distinct art style. Partly also because it was a low-budget game for the PSP back in 2010, so... but it has that charm to it, you know? Let's start with something else first. Is that a surveillance camera? It's a dangerous world we live in. I guess they have these to keep weirdos from just wandering in. What the heck? In any normal classroom, that's where a window should be. But it looks like some kind of metal plate has been bolted over it. And if I were to knock on it... Yep, definitely metal. Thick too, very solid. Wait, that's not what matters here. More importantly, why are there metal plates over the windows? Jeez, I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. It was just after 7 when I first got here. Has it really been almost an hour since then? There's a TV. The school is funded by the national government, so I guess it's not that weird to have TVs in here. Something feels off. I wonder what it is. Yeah, what's up with this giraffe print wallpaper? For such an excellently funded school, you'd think they'd have better stuff, huh? I'd better look around the classroom a little more before I head out. That's a desk I fell asleep on. I can still see a line of drool I must have left there. I'll have to clean that up later. Hey, what's that on the desk? An orientation guide. Some kind of cheap-looking pamphlet, and there's something handwritten on it. The next semester is about to start. Starting today, this school will be your entire world. What the hell? Is this someone's idea of a joke? Okay, let's see. So what might have happened is... I got myself so wound up, I passed out in the main hall, and then someone carried me here? If that's true, it must mean there's a classroom inside Hope's Peak. But then if that's true, that just raises more questions. This is all really strange. I mean, those metal plates covering the windows. It's like a prison or something. None of this makes any sense. I should probably head back to the main hall. It's already past meeting time. There might be other students there now. Yeah, maybe it's actual giraffe skin. That's why it's actually really expensive wallpaper. You can leave the classroom by pressing the circle button. Leave the area? Geez, this hallway is kind of weird too. It's getting stranger by the second. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Well, for now, I'll just head to the main hall. Use the left stick to move through the hallway. Hold down the circle button while moving to run. Also, you can press the triangle button to bring up a map. Press the triangle button again to close the map. How convenient! I wonder where this red door leads. I'm starting to feel sick standing here. Okay, fine, don't go in. Despair Hotel? I guess it's a place for people to stay overnight. But anyway, I need to get to the main hall. The school store, I guess it's not open. That's the main hall. Well, I'm not gonna wander off too much, I guess. By the time I got back to the main hall, everyone else was already there.
Whoa, hey! Another new kid?
Huh? Then you guys are all...
Yeah, we're all new here. Today's supposed to be our first day of class.
So, counting him, that makes 15. Seems like a good cutoff point, but I wonder if this is everyone.
Standing before me were the ultimate students that had been handpicked by the school. I looked around at everyone who'd gathered there, taking in their faces one at a time. Maybe I was just imagining it, but I swear I could have felt a kind of aura coming from each of them. I love the way their cutouts just kind of pop up. How's it going? My name's Makoto Naegi. Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened, and then all of a sudden I was just asleep.
Huh?
Whoa, you too? Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser. So strange. I declare beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a strange situation indeed. What are you talking about? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now.
Got it!
Just a moment, there's something else we must address.
Listen to me!
Makoto, your tardiness is unacceptable. Surely you are aware the meeting was to start at 8 a.m. sharp. To be late on your first day is unspeakable. I must report you and you must accept your due punishment.
What?
What's your problem? It's not like he wanted to be late. He didn't have any control over it.
That's right!
Everyone just calm down. Listen, why don't we all go around and introduce ourselves?
Huh?
The hell? No, now's no time for friggin' introductions. Maybe, but it may be good to at least find out who we all are before digging into the bigger problems here. I mean, how are we even supposed to talk to each other if we do not know each other's names?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay, let's get introductions out of the way then. We can move on to whatever else. Sound good? I'm still totally lost, but I think it's best to just focus on getting to know each other for now. So I guess there's a good chance that I'm gonna get. I already looked everyone up on that Hope's Peak Academy thread online, but I still don't know what kind of people they actually are. Time to find out. I'll start by talking to those 5 over there. Aim at a student and press the X button to talk to them. Each conversation is important to the overall story, so keep track of how they go. So, something else I will admit about the Danganronpa games is every time I play through these games, I always set the language to Japanese. So I've become quite knowledgeable and also attached to the Japanese voices of these characters. So I'm actually not familiar almost at all with the English voices. So I guess in a way that will make this playthrough a little fresh for me as well. That surveillance camera has what looks like a gun attached to it, but there's no way it's a real gun, right? Holy cow, what's with this huge metal hatch? It looks like the kind of thing you'd see in a secret military base or something. This is the same main hall I was in before, right? The door definitely wasn't here then, though.
I'm Kiyotaka Ishimaru. I believe in bold simplicity. Let's work together on our educational crusade.
So the other thing is, because I'm used to the Japanese translations or the Japanese voices, I usually refer to all the characters by their last name, but the English fandom usually refers to them by their first names for people that got in the series after the official translation at least. So that will also be a little adjustment to me. I'll keep calling him Ishimaru. I gotta get used to calling him Kiyotaka. The ultimate moral compass. So, ultimate moral compass sounds kind of weird. In the Japanese version, he's the ultimate public morals committee member, and then in the fan translation, it's the ultimate hall monitor. It's kind of it's more like he's the keeper of order and student council head type character, right? But they don't really have an equivalent word for that, I guess. So that's Kiyotaka, according to what I saw about him on that thread. He went to a famous private school and won top honors every year. He's basically a flawless honor student. He's also known for the work he's done with his community's public morals committee. They say he respects rules above all else, earning him the title of Ultimate Moral Compass. Anyway, you can call me Taka. You said your name was Makoto Naegi, right? That's a good name, a strong name. You should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name.
You hear me?
And to keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself every single day.
Got it!
Life is worth putting every ounce of effort into it, right? Right? This guy is kind of annoying.
Got it!
Yeah, I guess he just says the same thing if you talk to him again.
Not that you'll remember my name anyway, but I'm Toko Fukawa.
The ultimate writing prodigy. Yeah, she wrote a novel when she was 10 that got everyone talking and launched her literary career. And then 2 years ago, she released So Lingers the Ocean, a love story said to be her masterpiece. The book was such a hit with women that fishermen quickly shot to the top of every hottest men poll. Despite her age, she's won countless literary prizes and all of her books are instant bestsellers. Which is why she's come to be known as the ultimate writing prodigy. What else would you call such a young and talented author? But I figure she'd be a lovey-dovey type, what with her masterpiece being a romance and all.
What's your problem?
What? It's not polite to stare, you know. Stop staring at me like I'm some filthy creature! Filthy creature? No, I just thought... I know what you just thought. You just thought you'd never seen such an ugly woman. You just thought it was so funny. No, that's not what I was thinking at all.
I'm telling you!
Don't bother trying to lie to me. I know it's true. Otherwise I know you can't stand looking at me.
Anyway...
Whatever. I don't care. I'm used to it. Wow, talk about an inferiority complex. I was way off about what a successful author would look like.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizono. I look forward to getting to know you.
The ultimate pop sensation. The way she moves is positively mesmerizing, and that pleasant scent I can't quite place. Sayaka Mizono. When I saw her name in that thread online, frankly I was pretty surprised. She's in a pop group famous all across the country. In fact, she's their lead singer. As the ultimate pop sensation, she's in high demand to appear on TV and in magazines everywhere. But actually, that's not the only reason I was so surprised to find out she's going to this school. I'm sure she doesn't remember, but... well, never mind. No matter how you slice it, she's really beautiful. Almost like a doll or something. I'm not a doll, you know. I'm alive. Huh? Did you hear me? I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding. I just have really good intuition. She's a sharp one.
Hey,
Huh? Hey, by any chance... Now what?
huh?
Yeah, it must be it, I'm sure of it. Hey, Makoto, did...
Just hold on!
Jeez, you guys, how long do you plan on wasting our valuable time with this ridiculous back and forth? Sorry, I just got carried away, I guess.
You hear me?
Self-introductions are for introducing yourself, not bumbling through a bunch of idle chit-chat. You're right.
Sorry.
Sorry, Makoto. We could talk about this later. It sounded like Sayaka really had something she wanted to say. But it's not like we'll never see each other again. Like she said, we could talk later. Hey Aru, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by.
Yo, the name's Leon Kuwata. What's up?
The ultimate baseball star. I recognize that name. He played for the National High School Champs as their cleanup hitter, the ultimate baseball star. And that superb athletic specimen is... you? Seriously? What's wrong? Nothing, I'm just surprised. I figured with you being the ultimate baseball star and all.
Give me a break.
What, were you expecting some kid with a shaved head? A shaved head? No, I was just expecting more of a, you know, sporty-looking traditional baseball player type. I mean, when I found that article and picture of you online, that's how you looked then. What? Oh man, you found that picture of me playing baseball? Seriously? I hate that picture.
What the crap?
This is not cool. This is so not cool. Seriously, I'm like mega embarrassed right now. I have a choice, okay? Shaving your head like that is part of national championship regulations.
Dude, seriously?
Now I refuse to cut my hair, and I'm not gonna dye back to normal either.
Hey, listen.
Actually, can I be totally honest with you?
You know...
I don't like baseball, like, at all. I've never gone to a single practice. He's never practiced? And he was still his team's star player? He's some kind of prodigy. Yeah! As soon as I get accepted here, I quit baseball for good. I have my own dream for the future. Dream for the future? My only path in life is getting into music. You can feel that star quality aura I have, right?
You know what I mean.
I'm gonna be a singer, so all I need is a songwriter and someone on guitar, and we're set.
How cool is that?
This new version of me that's chasing after my dreams is like super cool to the max. Can't believe what I'm hearing. I never imagined I'd hear something like that from a baseball all-star. Thanks for the frog sky.
I am Hifumi Yamada. But if you want to call me by my nickname,
The Alpha and the Omega!
I don't mind.
The ultimate fanfic creator. By the way, how much do you know about the world of 2D art? World of 2D? Well, in that world, I am well known and supremely well regarded as the ultimate fanfic creator. So in the Japanese version, it's ultimate doujin author, which they translate it into fanfic creator because it's like there's no perfect analogous way to say it, but it gets across the same idea. So. I once sold 10,000 copies of my fan comics at a school festival, and the event has passed into legend. Some of them didn't get it, of course, saying I tainted the event. How stupid can you be? That's too bad about them, but selling 10,000 copies like that is definitely pretty remarkable.
However,
The words of such idiots mean nothing to me. I'm like Van Gogh, utterly unappreciated in my time. I'm a soldier, serving night and day to destroy all mindless preconceptions about fan fiction. I'm sure if you were to observe my work, Mr. Naegi, you would comprehend its greatness immediately. For my work is filled with deepest meaning. What kind of meaning?
yes indeed.
It's about embracing our basest urges. I don't think I want to comprehend it. Okay, now talk to those 5 people over there. Hey Kieran, welcome in. You like my Hifubi voice? According to my calculations.
Heya! I'm Aoi Asahina, but my friends just call me Hina. Sup?
The ultimate swimming pro. Aoi Asahina, she's been breaking records in every competition she's been in since elementary school. She's even been chosen as an upcoming Olympic cadet. She is without a doubt the ultimate swimming pro. The combination of her ability, appearance, and proportions have been widely discussed online. So, what was your name again? Sorry, totally forgot. Makoto Naegi. Oh, yeah, I knew it was something like that. No, not something like that. It is that.
You got it!
Sure, got it. Here, I'll hammer it into my brain right now.
Yeah!
Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi. She just kept repeating my name and moving her finger across her palm like she was writing something. What are you doing?
Huh?
You don't know? If you want to remember someone's name, you gotta write it on your hand 3 times. I've never heard of that before in my life. Hey, by the way, how do you spell your last name? You spell it exactly like it sounds. That doesn't really help here when you have like 2 vowels that kind of blend together. I know in Japanese the sentence probably comes across differently, but... Well, I have no idea. I'll just figure it out later and write it down.
Okay.
Anyway, glad to meet ya. Sure. Same here. Well, one thing I learned is she's totally easygoing and bursting with energy.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
The ultimate programmer. Sorry, I get kind of embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like this. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here. Nice to meet you.
Huh?
Maybe it's just my imagination, but have we met before? I don't think so. We just met for the first time, which is why I said, nice to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, good point. Sorry. You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
Chihiro Fujisaki is known for all the cutting-edge programs she's created. She's the ultimate programmer. She's also got that timid little bunny type thing going, which has endeared her to a legion of fans. Hey, so listen.
I'm sorry.
Huh? What are you apologizing for now? Well, just because you seem upset, you must be mad at me, right? No, not at all. I was just lost in thought about something.
Huh?
Huh? Lost in thought? Yeah, it had nothing to do with me being upset or anything.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. I was afraid maybe you didn't like me. I'm glad. I'm starting to understand why her fans are so into her. Can I ask you your name?
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
She's pretty tight-lipped, huh? Oh, but you know, her name didn't show up anywhere in that Hope's Peak Academy thread. And I did see that there were students like me, ones who didn't have any real identity or presence. Could this girl be one of them? So what are you doing at this school?
What?
What's that supposed to mean? No, I just meant getting invited here means you're some kind of ultimate something, right? So what ultimate something are you? I like how he also hasn't introduced his ultimate to anyone else. I mean, because he technically doesn't have one, but no one's asked him about that.
That doesn't matter.
Why should I tell you? Huh? Well, I guess you don't have to tell me. No, I don't have to tell you, so I'm not going to. Nothing about her turned up online, so I was thinking maybe she got picked by chance like me, but... Her face is like an iron mask. If she doesn't want to tell me anything, no point in asking.
Hi! I'm Junko Emishima. Charmed, I'm sure.
The ultimate fashionista. Anybody would recognize this one. She's got more charm and presence than any high school girl in the country. She's the ultimate fashionista. In Japanese, she's the ultimate gyaru. Which is not exactly the same, but same vibe, I guess. Can't really translate that directly. I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
What?
Huh?
Come on.
Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
What can we do?
Come on, don't act so surprised. You're gonna make me all depressed.
Totally.
It's totally normal these days to Photoshop the crap out of cover photos. If you're surprised by that, you'd be totally blown away by a certain dangerous little diva of ours. They make the eyes and junk super big and tweak the skin so it looks all ceramic and porcelain. Oh. So many dreams are getting crushed today.
Name's Mondo Owada. Nice to fucking meet you.
The ultimate biker gang leader. Mondo Owada, huh? Which means he's the current leader of the largest biker gang in Japan. He's earned respect, even awe from every gang in the country. He's the ultimate biker gang leader. Nice to meet you too?
Yo.
Hell yeah. I better be careful around him. One wrong word and I could wake up at the bottom of the sea. Those four over there are the only ones left.
I am Sakura Okami.
The ultimate martial artist. Oh geez, I almost asked her if she was a guy. The day I say something like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meatball. But now I remember, she competed in a martial arts tournament in America and won, despite being a girl. She's the ultimate martial artist. She's fought in over 400 matches and never lost a single one. That thread also said a bit more about her. Some call her Ogre. Some even think she's the closest known relative to the Primates, the famed missing link. Any incoming Hope's Peak students who are reading this, let me warn you right now. If you value your life, avoid her at all costs. Standing in front of her now, I don't think they were exaggerating about that.
Hey.
Hey you. Yes? I snapped to attention without even realizing it. Then she started to poke and prod at my body. What are you...
I see.
Muscular quality and quantity is right around that of an extremely ordinary high school student. What a shame. You're not all fit to act as my training partner. I'm not sure that's such a shame for me. I'll train with her. Let me in.
Name's Byakuya Togami.
The ultimate affluent progeny. Hi. Nice to meet you. That's the most half-assed introduction I've ever heard. But there isn't really anything I could do about it. Even among the ultimate students, this one's special. Byakuya Togami. He's the heir apparent of his family's massive financial conglomerate. He's already started managing business operations, and his own personal assets are, well, vast. His title of Ultimate Affluent Progeny is completely accurate. He's the definition of exceptional. In the fan translation, they just call him the Ultimate Heir, which I think sounds better. I don't know, Ultimate Affluent Progeny sounds kind of weird. Yeah, he's basically just a Nepo baby. That's everything I learned about him from that Hope's Peak Academy thread online.
Come on.
We're done with introductions, right? How much longer are you gonna stand there? Go away. I'm sick of looking at you. His aura says to me, you and I will never stand on the same level, like a king in training.
I'm Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hero for short. Take it easy, yeah? I know I will.
The ultimate clairvoyant. Yasuhiro Hagakure, known as Supernova in the psychic community, the trend-setting ultimate clairvoyant. Honestly, I don't really get all that fortune-telling stuff. It's pretty much beyond me. Still, I can't help wondering if there's any truth to it.
Could it be...
Okay. I give up. Huh? What happened?
You're serious?
I saw it. I looked right at it. Seriously, I totally saw it. Saw what? A guardian angel with a crazy perm chasing after Bigfoot running off with a skyfish in its mouth. And that guardian angel is your guardian angel. Nah, I'm just kidding. But hey, we should grab some brewskis sometime and get real deep into Lemuria and its civilization. What? We're not allowed to drink. We're in high school.
You know?
Oh, I'm actually 21. I've been held back a few times, see? And well, it's a long story. A few times? Yeah, I bet it is a long story.
I do not think we have been introduced. I am Celestia Ludenberg.
The ultimate gambler. Celestia Luden, huh? Ludenberg, it is my name. But if you don't mind, I would prefer if you called me Celeste. You are Japanese, right?
Huh?
Of course. Why do you ask? If you don't mind, could you tell me your real name? I don't know what you're talking about. Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. But as I mentioned, I would much rather you call me Celeste. She's polite but pretty forceful at the same time. I don't think she wants to say any more about it. I guess the rumors in that thread were right about her. The self-styled Celestia Ludenberg, she's the ultimate gambler who's never lost a bet. Other than her obvious love of gothic Lolita clothes, everything about her is wrapped in a veil of lies. They say she entered and won an underground gambling tournament, earning the title Queen of Liars. She totally cleaned out the other players, taking their life savings and laughing as she did it. So like, this is a reference to the manga Liar Game. I look forward to getting to know you better. That smile's beyond deceptive. I better watch myself around her. Yeah, Makoto makes all these assumptions about everyone. It's like, you must be Japanese, but you don't have a Japanese name. You're not as pretty as you are in the photos I found online. Like, you don't have a shaved head. Like, he's so discriminatory. And with that, all the introductions are done. Even though they're all ultimate, they each have their own individual sort of, something. Okay, time to get down to business. There's no time to be standing around making friends like a bunch of dull-eyed baboons. Oh, that's true. I think someone said something about a bigger problem or something. What was that about?
Listen.
Well, you see... Makoto, you said a bunch of stuff happened and then you were just asleep, right? Well, the same is true for all of us. What? Seriously?
I mean, seriously?
Just after each of us got to the main hall, we lost consciousness. When we came to, we were somewhere here in the school. That's what happened to you, right? But that's just weird that every one of us would get knocked out like that.
Piece of shit!
Exactly, that's why we're all freaking out. And that's not the only thing. You saw where all the windows in the classes and hallways were, right? But instead of normal glass windows, there's a bunch of big metal plates. What's that about?
Are you for real?
Plus, all my stuff's missing. Even my cell phone. Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen my PDA anywhere either. And then there's the main hall here. The front exit is completely blocked by some giant metal hatch.
What does this mean?
But there wasn't anything like that when I first got here.
What the heck?
What the heck? What's it doing there? Maybe we just caught up in some kind of, like, you know, crime or something?
Is it like...
What, like a kidnapping? You think maybe someone grabbed us and hauled us off and we're not actually at school?
Hey, come on.
Come on, don't think like that. Cheer up. I bet this is all just part of the school's orientation procedure.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. So I'm just gonna take it easy for a little bit.
I see.
Oh, so you think they wanted to do something to surprise us?
What the hell?
Huh? Well, that's all it is. It's nap time for me.
You know what I mean.
I was up way too late last night, so I could use a little shut-eye. I could feel everyone's tension evaporating. Then, it began.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
The voice seemed totally out of place. It was so playful, so completely unconcerned. I couldn't help but feel a deep, unnerving dread at the sound of it. It was like hearing someone laugh at the scene of an accident.
To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony at... right now! Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
What the hell was that just now?
Goodbye.
Well then, if you'll excuse me. Hey, what, you're gonna take off just like that?
Could it be...
Oh yeah, now I get it. The whole thing was just to get us all pumped for the entrance ceremony. Man, thank God it was all a joke. I'd be totally freaked if this was real.
You know?
Alright, guess I'll head out too. Wonder what they got planned for us next. Damn, I was totally looking forward to that nap too. Why'd they have to go and kill the mood?
Huh?
Wait for me. I want to go with you. That is that then. I will see you all there.
Anyway.
Not that anyone cares, but I'm going too. Everyone took off for the gym, but I was frozen where I stood. That uneasy feeling I'd had before, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And it looked like I wasn't the only one. This doesn't seem right.
This is bad.
Yeah, that announcement was totally weird.
However...
Maybe, but just staying put doesn't mean we'll be safe. Besides, aren't you guys just a little bit curious to find out what is going on around here?
I see.
If we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead. I guess she's right. Still, I'm kind of... No, really nervous. We don't have a choice. We have to go. They said to go to the gym, right? Oh, the way it just kind of cuts out to the save screen unexpectedly is like a jump scare.
This is bad.
What was with that announcement? It was like totally creepy. Shit, what the hell kind of game are they playing? What the hell? Is this some kind of bad joke? Something weird is going on here, right? It's not just me.
Listen.
I know how you feel, but all we can do now is check it out, right? True, if we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead.
Well...
Are you okay? Is everyone okay? I better make my way to the gym. I need to find out what's going on.
Hey, come on.
God, I had no idea this Hope's Peak Academy place is gonna be such a pain in my balls. It really ain't that much different from the time I spent in juvie. Hell, this place is even worse. And why isn't there anyone else here? Walking through the halls, I didn't see a single person.
This is bad.
Isn't that, like, seriously not good? They're just trying to spook us. They'll take those metal plates down later, I'm sure of it. All we can do now is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Shit.
Well, hell, it ain't like I'm scared or nothing. Let's get this over with.
Hey, damn it.
Hey, where's whoever called us here?
What are you thinking?
Mono, stop! No running!
Well then.
I too shall go. Hey, wait, don't leave me all here alone. Okay, time for more tutorial action. You can press the triangle button to observe the room you're in. Observing will display what people and objects you can interact with. Sorry for the late notice. It's my sixth sense. A display case. There are all kinds of trophies and plaques inside. Of course, all the students who go here are ultimate, right? So this is probably just a tiny fraction of their awards. This school has a lot of TVs. They couldn't just be for all that weird school broadcast, could they? Another surveillance camera. I feel like we're being watched every second. I don't like it. I feel like if I observe the door, we're gonna progress, so I'm gonna talk to everyone first. Total silence. For whatever reason, she's the only one managing to stay calm. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. Yeah, my character's a Hoge, is like an antenna. That's a special ability. Where are all the other students? Why are we the only ones here?
This is bad.
I'm totally getting a bad vibe right now. Okay, it's just us. Still filled with uneasy dread, I did what the announcement said and went to the gym. And I saw what was waiting for us there. Oh, it really does look like an entrance ceremony.
Yo!
See? Told ya, it's totally normal entrance ceremony stuff. Kiro was right, but in a way that just emphasized how completely not normal all of us were.
Hey there! Howdy! Hello! Is everyone here? Good! Then let's get things rolling!
Huh? Teddy bear?
I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma! And I am this school's headmaster!
Yeah, it's Mr. Danganronpa himself. It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. Right before my eyes, it was... what I was seeing, it was utterly incomprehensible.
Nice to meet you all!
So, in Japanese, Monokuma is voiced by Nobuo Oyama in the first few games. Oyama is famous in Japan because she voices Doraemon. So, a lot of Japanese people, when they first played this game, were surprised because it's like, you know, this creepy, like, murdered plushie doll is being voiced by, like, a childhood cartoon that they grew up with. Orenren described it as, it's like as if you started playing a video game and the main antagonist was voiced by, like, Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse. It would be a little jarring to you. That's the feeling they got when a lot of Japanese people played this game. Such a bright voice and carefree attitude was completely out of place. And all that anxiety I've been carrying with me suddenly transformed into outright fear.
Say what?
What? That teddy bear can talk? Calm down. I'm sure there's just a speaker inside it.
Hey, come on!
I told you already.
now.
I'm not a teddy bear.
Master.
I'm Monokuma. And I'm your headmaster.
Say what?
What? It moved!
Shit.
Seriously, man, calm down. It's probably just a remote-controlled toy or something. How dare you compare me to a child's plaything? You've cut me deep, deeper than the Mariana Trench. My remote control system's so complex, even the folks at NASA can't recreate or even comprehend it.
Bear it!
Ah, but don't make me say stuff that might destroy NASA's dreams. I just couldn't bear it.
Well,
Bear that? Really? You are unfortunate. Now then, moving on. We really must hurry and get started.
Come on.
Getting up already? No other stupid bear puns?
Now then.
Quiet down now, quiet down. Okay. So... He's abandoned the gag.
Good morning!
Everyone stand at attention and bow. And good morning.
You hear me?
Good morning.
What's your problem?
You don't have to say it back.
Now then.
Now then, let us commence with the most noteworthy and memorable entrance ceremony. First, let's talk a bit about what your school life here will be like. Now, make no mistake, you few students, all so full of potential, represent the hope of the world. And to protect such splendid hope, you will all live a communal life solely together within the confines of this school. Everyone live in harmony together and adhere to the rules and regulations of the school. Huh? Now then, regarding the end date for this communal life,
Too bad.
there isn't one. In other words, you'll all be here until the day you die. Such is the school life you've been assigned. What did he just say? Until the day we die?
Yep.
Oh, but fear not, we have quite an abundant budget, so you won't lack for all the common conveniences.
hold on a second.
That's the least of our worries right now. Yeah, what the hell? You're saying I have to live here forever? You're screwing with us, right?
It's true.
I'm not screwing with you. I am no liar. Of that you can be 100% sure.
Uh-huh.
Ah, and just for your information, you're completely cut off from the outside world. So you don't have to worry about that dirty, dirty land beyond these walls ever again. Cut off? So all those metal plates all over the school. They're there to keep us trapped in here.
Here.
That's exactly what they're there for. No matter how much you may yell and scream for help, help will not come. So with all that in mind, feel free to live out your life here with reckless abandon.
Hey, come on.
Come on, what the hell's this? I don't care if the school or whoever's behind this all, this is a really bad joke.
Damn you.
Yeah, cut this shit out. It's not funny anymore.
Unbelievable.
You keep saying there's a lie or a joke. A bunch of skeptics, all of you.
What are you gonna do?
But I guess you just can't help it, huh? You all grew up in an age where you're taught to doubt your neighbor. Well, you'll have plenty of time to find out whether or not what I say is true. And when that time comes, you'll see with your own eyeballs that I speak the undeniable truth.
Most unfortunate.
Having to live here forever would be quite the problem.
What's this?
Come now, what's the matter with all of you? You decided of your own free will to attend Hope's Peak Academy, didn't you? And before the entrance ceremony's even finished, you've already decided you want to leave.
Hey,
Oh, but you know, I guess I did forget to mention one thing. There is one way for you to leave the school. Really?
actually,
As headmaster, I've crafted a special clause for those of you who would like to leave. I call it the graduation clause.
now then.
Let me tell you about this fun little rule. As I mentioned, in order to maintain an environment of harmony here, we rely on a communal lifestyle. And if someone were to disrupt that harmony, they and they alone will be allowed to leave the school. That, my students, is the graduation clause.
What?
What do you mean by disrupt the harmony? Well, you know. If one person were to murder another. Murder?
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting. How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. End bracket. It's as simple as that. Yeah, who wants to talk about murders? The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible. a chill shot down my spine. You must kill someone if you want to leave. As soon as I heard those words, my blood went cold. I bet that got your brain juices flowing. Beats the heck out of a human catching a salmon, huh? Like I said before, you guys are the hope of the world. But you know, taking that hope and seeing it get murdered creates a darkened shadow of despair.
Extreme!
And I just find that so darn exciting.
What the hell?
What the hell are you talking about? To kill each other? It's...
Huh?
To kill each other is to kill each other. I'm sure there's a dictionary here somewhere if you need it.
What are you saying?
We know what it means, that's not the problem. Why do we have to kill each other?
Say what?
Yeah, stop blabbering on with all this nonsense. Just let us go home already.
Blabbering? 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 What do you mean blabbering? Stop blabbering on about blabbering on!
You guys just don't get it, do you? Let us go, let us go. You keep on saying the same thing over and over and over and over. Listen, from this moment on, this school is your home, your life, your world. Got it?
Yahoo!
And you can kill as much as you want to kill. So go ahead, go on a killing spree. Alright, come on, how long you gotta keep this up? Huh?
You know?
You got us, okay? You scared the hell out of us, so you can go ahead and reveal the trick now. Reveal the trick?
I'm right?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, there's all some kind of trick and all, right? So, like... Dude, shut the hell up. Get out of my way. Shoving Hiro aside, Mondo placed himself at the front of Monokuma, his voice rumbling like thunder.
You're fucking dead.
Listen up, asshole. This shit's gone way too far. What the hell kind of joke is this?
What's the matter?
Joke? What? You mean like your hair?
You son of a bitch!
Mondo roared out, and then there was a sudden boom. It was the sound of the floorboards as he kicked off and launched himself into the air. He flew at Monokuma fast and straight as a bullet. He locked onto his target.
Gotcha, you little piece of shit! I don't know if you're a toy or a stuffed animal or whatever the hell. Either way, I'm gonna rip you to fucking shreds!
What? Violence against the headmaster is in violation of school regulations!
Shut the fuck up! Let me out of here, I swear to Christ! Hey, damn it!
What, no smartass comeback this time?
Piece of shit!
Stop that goddamn beeping and say something!
Watch out!
Watch out, get rid of it!
Huh?
Hurry up and throw it! I don't know if her ferocity stunned him into silence or what, but without a word, he did what he was told. He threw Monokuma, and as soon as he did... The hell?
What the?
That sure as shit wasn't a joke, it blew the hell up! There was a painful ringing in my ears, and I could smell gunpowder. Explosions might happen all the time in movies or whatever, but when it's in real life, I'd never seen anything like it. But you know, this means that Teddy Bear's been destroyed, right?
Hey!
I told you, I'm not a teddy bear, I'm Monokuma! Ugh, there's another one!
Damn you!
You son of a bitch! You seriously tried to kill me just now!
Of course!
Well, yeah, I was serious about trying to kill you. You did violate one of the school regulations after all. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but you better be careful from now on. Any naughty boy or girl who violates my rules won't get off with just a little swat on the butt.
This is bad.
Hey, so does this mean, like, there's a bunch more of you around somewhere?
Yep.
Monokumas have been placed all throughout the school, yes. Plus, don't forget the surveillance cameras installed everywhere. And if you're caught breaking any rules, well, you all just saw what happened, right? And I won't be so forgiving with my punishment next time, so don't let it happen again.
Huh?
That's not even punishment. That's just wrong.
Well?
Now then, lastly, to commemorate your joyous entry into our school, I have a little something for you.
Ta-da!
This is our official student handbook. Pretty cool, huh? As you can see, it's fully digital, so naturally we call it the e-handbook. Ahem. Yes, well, moving on. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
What?
Also, it's completely waterproof. Splash it, wash it, drown it, it'll keep on ticking. All thanks to its space-age design, it can withstand an impact force of up to 10 tons. Very resistant. It contains all our school regulations, so make sure you review them thoroughly.
You guys...
You'll hear me say this a lot, but any violation of school regulations will not be tolerated.
Shing!
Rules restrict, yes, but they also protect. Society, for example, will be utter chaos without laws.
Yes, indeed!
The same thing applies here, which is why it's crucial we have strict punishments in place for violators. Okay, well, that brings our entrance ceremony to a close. Yeah, he's turning us all into iPad babies.
Bye-bye!
Please enjoy your abundantly dreary school life, and see ya! And with that, he was gone, leaving us all in a state of shock. So guys, how would you define what we just experienced?
What the crap?
How? Why? I don't understand any of this.
Huh?
We have to live here forever, or kill. What? What just happened?
Calm down.
Everyone, we need to just calm down. First, let's take a second to summarize everything we just heard. Based on what Monokuma said, we essentially have two choices. Choice number one is that if we stay here, living a communal life together until the day we die. And the other choice is...
Indeed.
If we want to get out of here alive, we have to kill someone, right?
That's...
But killing someone, that's... We were abducted out of nowhere and stuffed into this place meant to look like a school. And now we're supposed to start killing each other? This is just... What is this?
Ridiculous.
A lie is what it is. All these ridiculous things we've heard. This all has to be fake. Right now, it doesn't really matter if it's real or fake. What matters is...
So, in other words...
Is there anyone here who's seriously considering all this? To that, nobody had a response. Keeping quiet myself, I looked around at the others. They all stared at one another, trying to gauge each other's thoughts. I could almost taste the hostility. And that's when it hit me. I realized the true terror hidden within the rules Monokuma had laid out. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Those words had planted vicious thoughts deep within each of us. Each of us became suspicious of everyone else. We were forced to wonder, is somebody going to betray us? And that was how my new school life began. This school, which had come out of nowhere to raise my hopes so high. It's not a school of hope. It's a school of despair.
Danganronpa.
I always admire games that have like a lower budget and they're still able to make like cool opening sequences with like limited animation and like still art pieces, like good art pieces, mind you, but still, I think it's pretty impressive. And also like there's no lyrics in that song either, but it's so catchy. Oh, I'm getting trophies. That's interesting. Like I said before, like this version of the game, which is the PS4 version of the game, I haven't actually played through the whole version of the PS4 version. I played through the Vita version many times, but the PS4 version, I'm pretty sure I didn't really get past chapter 1, so I thought I at least got the trophies for the prologue and the chapter 1, but I guess I didn't. I did delete my old save data before we started stream, so I don't know if that activates the trophies again. I think maybe it's like I already have the trophy, but it'll still appear. I don't know. But I think you can already see why this was so popular at the time, right? Back in 2010. Obviously, like, killing game stories are fun, right? Full of drama and stuff like that too. But this was kind of like, not to say this is not the first killing game story, clearly, but it was kind of before it became like there was a boom in killing games. Like after Danganronpa came out, there were so many like Danganronpa likes, a lot of fan games, a lot of things trying to catch on to it. It's kind of like when Squid Game became popular and then suddenly you saw a rise in like, you know, again, killing games around the same time. It ebbs and flows, right? But like at the time, like this had a lot of stuff going for it. The killing game, wacky characters, it's like high school themes, you know, like, so it has that kind of like anime shonen kind of feel to it. Wacky characters. You'll see later with the gameplay, you have some Ace Attorney stuff built into it, and you know, Ace Attorney is always well received. There's like a social aspect of it, almost like a social link aspect, or like a, not quite a dating aspect, but it has a lot of these things that people who like this genre would appreciate. And that kind of lent itself to the like popularity, along with the unique music and art style along with it. After having more recently played the 100 line, right, and even before that Raincoat on this channel, which I did not enjoy as much, but you can clearly see they were trying to pander to the Danganronpa crowd by having a lot of things very similar with those games, especially 100 line. At the beginning, they set it up almost exactly the same, and then they try to subvert it poorly, I might add, but they continuously make references to it because they're trying to catch back onto the Danganronpa crowd, right? Which, again, I don't think it was very successful at doing that for me personally. But I think the characters here are already more enjoyable than the ones we had in 100 line. Not to mention that I think the premise here is a lot more clear, and it's very easy to understand right at the get-go. They almost jump right into it without too much exposition, because in 100 line, they kind of have a weird startup, so they have to spend a lot of time with exposition explaining what the situation is, while here it's more straightforward. You're trapped in the school, kill someone, right? Monokuma is also clearly made to be the antagonist and intimidating, as opposed to like in 100 line where you had Siri, where he was supposed to be helping you, but you didn't really trust him, and he kind of like waffled on that, and he wasn't great at enforcing his own rules because he was kind of like supposed to be seen as a good guy at the beginning. So I feel like this one, because it's so much more clear cut, just works better. 100 line, I think, tried too hard to try to emulate it, but change it while still keeping to it, and it just became too much of a mess. So we'll keep going into the beginning of chapter 1 today, though.